Have you been thinking about dropshipping somewhere else like Mercari? In this video, I'm gonna show you how to do that. Typically, I talk about Facebook dropshipping, whether it's Facebook Marketplace dropshipping or Facebook Shops dropshipping. And I've talked about other things like getting out of debt, but with Facebook Shops and Marketplaces being down for everybody, what I want to do is just maybe start dabbling in Mercari, because I know a lot of you are interested in that as well. I've got a lot of requests for me to cover Mercari. Is the whole channel changing? No, but I am diversifying. So in this video, I'm just gonna show you how to list and what it looks like in case you've been interested. Here, we are in Mercari, and this is the website. And you should be able to see my screen now. And I'm just gonna go up here to list an item so we can see what it looks like. I will say that when it comes to Mercari, I would say that other than Facebook Marketplace, this is probably it's just another easy option. It's not hard. You know, a lot of people think about getting into Facebook and eBay, and there's a lot of things that make that complicated for people who don't know what they're doing or are just getting started. I mean, hell, I've barely even messed with it. And to me, I get on there, I'm like, this is too complicated for me. It's not worth my time. So if you're like me and you want to do something simple, that's exactly why I chose Mercari as my second option to try to experiment dropshipping on, because I have been hearing people are getting more results there for people who are, you know, just dead in the water with Facebook Marketplace and Facebook Shops. Now, Facebook Marketplace and Facebook Shops are still great. I would still list on them, I'd still pursue them. But in this time when things are just not great for everybody, and who knows, tomorrow it could turn around, why not try something else? I mean, the greatest defense is an offense, or whatever the hell the saying is. So let's pursue something different. Let's learn a new skill. Let's set ourselves up for success rather than just twiddling our thumbs and waiting for the best. Yeah, other people are having success with Facebook Marketplace, but I think we all can kind of tell the temperature of the situation is things aren't going so great right now for everyone. So keep going, keep learning, all that stuff. I have a new Facebook group. The old group still exists, but there's a paid group. If you're interested in that, you don't have to, don't worry, you don't have to. But it is, you know, a little bit more of me in there, a little bit more of serious people trying to dropship on Facebook Marketplace and Shops. So if you're interested in that, check it out. Also got a whole course that covers dropshipping on Facebook Shops and Marketplace. I'll probably come out with other ones now that I'm diversifying, but screw all that information. Let's get in here and actually get to the meat of the video. So I hit list an item. Here you go. It says you're eligible for Mercari local. Guess what? We're dropshipping. We're not going to be using this. Skip. Hella skip. All right. I do love their simplicity with the listing. There are some things that I didn't do a sample listing yesterday to kind of prep for this video because I really hadn't touched Mercari in like a year. And it was kind of a little buggy for me, so we're gonna see if we still have that issue. But if you're new to dropshipping and you've made it this far in the video without hearing an explanation, dropshipping, of course, is just listing something as if you were selling it yourself from like an online retailer like Amazon or eBay or Walmart, listing it with all the photos and description and all that, and then a customer buys it and you just take all the information from whatever platform you listed it on, like Mercari in this example, and then we just fill in that information on Amazon or wherever and send it straight to the customer's house. You never touch it. You just facilitate the transaction. You use your money up front, and then the Mercari or whatever will pay you on the back end once it's all delivered, and then you recoup the cost and then keep the profit. That's how it works. Feel free to ask questions in the video if that doesn't make any sense. But here is where you list an item. So first we need to find an item. I'm not gonna go into a bunch of crazy product research in this video, but let's just go pick something. So I'm gonna use Amazon because that's what I like to use. And if you're getting started, Amazon is a great place to get started. I'll just put it there. I'm just gonna go to bestsellers on Amazon. I will put this out there right now. That is not a great way to find best-selling products. They are bestsellers on Amazon, but remember, you're looking into dropshipping, and so are thousands and thousands of other people. And their first idea is going to be, oh, let me check out the bestsellers on Amazon. And you're going to be listing things with all sorts of competition. So I have other videos that talk about how to find best-selling products, and I even give away a lot of best-selling products in like groups and stuff like that. But we're just picking something for easiness sake, whatever the hell you want to call it. So let's see. I like this air mattress. I've sold air mattresses in the past and had some success with them. So let's let's see if there's a good image for this one. So Mercari, if you're not familiar, it is kind of like a, you know, a Facebook marketplace kind of setup where you're supposed to be selling, you know, used goods. It's like a Poshmark. It's like one of those things. But it's a little bit more upscale kind of. So I'm gonna see if there's any good review images. You'll notice I'm scrolling all the way down and I wanna find these customer images. And I just wanna see if there's anything that looks good and it's not people just posting like, here's what's wrong with my air mattress pictures. So I'm coming in here. Not a great one. Let's go back. This one right here isn't bad, and it's okay to use stock images, but you might notice that you get less results. Being unfamiliar with Mercari that much, it might just be better to, hell, even list this box picture for all I know. Let's see. You know what? I don't really like any of the review images, so I'm going to use one of the pictures from the actual listing itself, these guys right here, which I would do most of the time anyway. A lot of the times I will use this software called FBM Fox to drop ship to Facebook Marketplace. There are other softwares that you can go to Mercari with. I can't remember if you can do to Mercari with FBM Fox. I would imagine not, because it's Facebook Marketplace Fox. Anyway, first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna click these photos and we're gonna save them. Save image as. And what I'm doing is, you might not see it, but I am just creating a folder on my desktop called Air Mattress, just so I can deposit any photos that I save into that folder, because we're gonna grab those pictures in a minute. But basically, I'm just gonna save all the photos, and I will cut to when I'm done saving all the photos, so you don't have to watch me save photos while they babble at you. So one moment. Okay, I have all the photos saved now. And I didn't save all of them, I just saved the ones I wanted. But I'm gonna go back to Mercari, and there's the first thing you have is the photo section. I'm gonna hit upload photos. Or if you have that folder or wherever you saved your photos, you can just highlight them all and drag and drop them. Let me just find my folder really quick and I'll pull that up for you to see it. Okay, so I've pulled up all my photos and I'm just gonna highlight them like this and drag and drop them in. Don't know how long this takes. There you go. So now that all of these are loaded in, you'll pick whichever one you want to be your cover photo. I am just, for the sake of this, I'm just gonna leave this one right here as the cover photo. I have other videos covering this topic, feel free to search for them. But I made a whole video about cover images for drop shipped listings. Preferably, you'd wanna use a lifestyle photo, which is a professional photo, but it's got a background other than a white background. So it's usually like a nice, like for this, it'd probably be almost like a real estate type style photo. With a room with an air mattress in it, and it looks really professional and clean and colorful. But for now, just to show you how to list and so you can see Mercari, this is what we're gonna do. So, got my photos. Feel free to rearrange what order if you want these, like, you know, informational ones at the end kind of stuff. And you know, I like this where they click this photo and then they can go and see more, like it's kind of guiding them why this one's beneficial, and then more just, you know, stuff. So probably doesn't really matter. Title. So it's funny, it tried to pull a title in based off the photo because it must have saw in text on something. But what we're actually going to do is we're gonna come over here and I'm gonna just legit copy this. I hit Control C, but you can hit right click copy. I'm gonna go back here and paste it. Boom. Same thing with the description. I'm gonna just grab this under the about item and I'm gonna come here and hit it. And if you want, you can even do like little, you know, dash space situation just to clean it up a bit. And what I do is whatever I do in the first one, I just copy that plus the space, and then I, you know, move it around like that. Make sure the dimensions are in there because you don't want somebody buying this and expecting something else. You do want to be very clear. And sometimes you can go to air mattresses like this and see how there's options for twin, full, queen, whatever. You want to make sure that whatever you're putting in is that size. I can tell 13 right here is this 13-inch size. And it's worth sometimes just making sure and reading that there's nothing that says queen or full, you know, like it can't be, you know, whatever. And since this is actually the twin version and there's multiple versions, so that's not confusing later, because the price for a full is probably gonna be different than a price for a twin, of course. You might even put, in fact, I would encourage you to put twin. I'm gonna put it in all caps for this sake. In the, and you know what? Twin air mattress. There's not, so you're limited to 80. Good thing to know. Let's, hold on. Let me copy this again. With internal air pump. I definitely want that in there. Let's take the word deluxe out. These are keywords for titles. Nobody's gonna be searching like deluxe. It's just kind of like a filler word. I don't even know if I really want Intex in there, but some people know the Intex brand, they might be searching for it. So maybe now we will just type twin normally, that way it doesn't cut off the internal pump. I do think that is very important. And actually, I'm gonna come in here and put twin here instead. And then I'm going to copy the twin air mattress. I'm gonna take out series, that's a stupid filler word. Okay, twin air mattress with internal pump. Hell yeah, I'm gonna delete that. And I'm actually gonna put it at the front. That way it's the first thing people read. And then after that, they can read Intex, Durabeam, Comfort, Plush. Like, those are just extra keywords. You could probably even get rid of them. But for this sake, I'm gonna leave them in and make sure that the first things they read are twin air mattress with internal pump. That's gonna be a key piece, I believe. Hashtags, not sure if these are actually important on Mercari yet, but they are optional. I'm just gonna go ahead and type air mattress. Cool. I will do another. I don't even know if you have to put hashtags in here. Anyway, like the actual hashtag symbol and then, or if they're just gonna automatically have them in there, who knows? I'm sure somebody knows. Again, this is the first time I'm messing with it with you. So let's do, I don't know, internal pump. I'm sure that'll pull up weird results. Okay, and hashtag mattress. Screw it. Probably don't even need to fill these out, but let's go ahead and do it. Home category. Sometimes there are suggested categories, like you said, inflatable beds, whatever. Let's do inflatable beds. Brand Intex, go ahead and fill that out. If it has a suggested, might as well click it, make sure it's legit as much as possible. Cool, we are gonna select that it's new. It's not gonna be like new or used. Make sure you're always listing new items. Color, gray, sure. Shipping from, you can put whatever zip code you want. This is where you wanna pay attention, the delivery method. You want to use ship on your own. I've made this mistake before, as many others have. If you do any of these three options, well, this one just means you're gonna meet somebody like a Craigslist situation or a Facebook Marketplace. Mercari shipping means that they're gonna, or this one that combines the two here at the bottom, or here that's selected. They're gonna give you like, they're gonna pre-generate a printing like UPS label or something for you, and then they expect that to be mailed in the mail and tracked. So if you're shipping this from Amazon, they're not gonna use your label that you've been given. So you don't wanna use that, because the whole point is later. Yeah, those of you who know, you know. Ship on your own, because then Amazon's gonna give you a tracking number and you just come in here later and input that tracking number and you're good to go. So let's do this. The price, this is ship on your own. Final answer. Price, set your price. So this air mattress is $50. What I like to do is I like to do about 50% profit, especially because, and we'll see this in a minute, Mercari, other than Facebook, Mercari has a little bit more of like a fee situation going on. So when you sell something, they get a little chunk, and there's like a processing fee that you have to cover. So you wanna make sure you cover those expenses. So I'm gonna do 50 plus 50%, which I mean, I imagine is $75. Cool. I'm gonna list it at $75. That doesn't mean it's the right thing I should list it as, but on Facebook, see, you'll notice selling fee, $7.50, and then processing fee, $2.48. So we lose $10 because of all the fees. That's why I still recommend Facebook Marketplace for dropshipping, because a lot of these fees are like waived for a long time, if any. But if they do have a fee, it's like 5%, and it's really not that big of a deal. Let's see if it tells us what, I don't want to click on anything. Okay. So now it's asking if you will go for a minimum price, because there's a smart pricing feature. Feel free to turn it off, but if you do, people will have to pay that exact price, which is what I would prefer. But if you want to turn it on, you can set a minimum price. So yeah, smart pricing will lower over time, but won't go under your minimum. So you can set, like, you know what, set it and forget it. I'll set it to like 60 bucks, and then I will allow it to go down to $60 for my minimum price if so. But I'm not doing that. Okay, smart offers. If you want to accept offers, you can. I'm not going to. Counter low offers, no. I'm gonna hit list, and you might just want to double check, because the other day I was listing one of these, like I said, to just like prepare, and it kept changing all my shipping stuff. When I'd hit, like if I hit list and it said, hey, you were missing something, it would change a bunch of stuff back. So if it happens to you, make sure you go back and double check every entry in the listing list. Fantastic. I got a sorry, this page couldn't be found, 404 error. Lovely. Okay, I know it said 404 error, but I went to my little, account icon and went to my listings, and it did list. It just, apparently the computer just wanted to, or the website wanted to just be weird about it. So we listed an item on Mercari, and we will see how it does. I probably won't update you on this because I don't expect it to sell really, but if you're listing on other platforms or you're just now getting into dropshipping, make sure to give Mercari a try. No, I'm not affiliated with Mercari. I'm just literally talking about it because people in my Facebook group and people in my course and all that kind of stuff have definitely said, hey, I need you to cover Mercari. I'm interested in it. What are your thoughts? So I figure there's probably a demand, and you just watched me list an item on Mercari. It's very easy. It's just as easy as Facebook. So give it a try if you're having trouble on Facebook, or again, you're just new. If you know nothing about Facebook and you're like, hey, why are you talking about Facebook? Is that a better option? It is if Facebook's doing well. Facebook dropshipping is still kind of like a wild, wild west. And I guess it didn't need two wilds in there. Anyway, but there's so many flaws with it, and there's so many roller coaster ups and downs of like Facebook will promote things properly, and then everybody's shops and stores will just die, and nobody gets any sales, and it's a whole mess, and it's just, I don't know. But a lot of people are getting results currently for Mercari, which is why I'm making this video. But that's all I really have to say about it. Thank you so much for watching. Again, if you want to check out my Facebook dropshipping course, it is down in the description, as well as the VIP Facebook group that goes over Facebook dropshipping, Facebook shops, and marketplace. And I give away free, like, hot selling products from all my stores at the end of the month. It's just an overall better experience for you to learn from and be with like-minded people who are doing well and having questions and experiencing multiple things. That way you can learn. Other than when you're approached with a problem, you can see the problems ahead of time and prepare and just do better. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.